The average e-commerce brand is leaving $20,000 per month on the table right now. And it's not because they don't have any store traffic, it's not because their products aren't good enough, and it's definitely not because they don't know how to use Klaviyo. It's because they're only using the basic flows that everyone else is using. And after managing over $30 million plus in email revenue across 100 different e-commerce accounts, I've discovered something shocking. Most brands only focus on a welcome series, maybe an abandoned cart flow or abandoned checkout, and then a post-purchase thank you flow. Now, there are some more advanced flows like a browse abandonment flow, customer win back, sunset unengaged, and a VIP flow. But the flows that I'm going to show you today, nobody else is using. These are high impact flows that 99% of brands don't even know exist. And when implemented correctly, they're an absolute game changer for your brand. But let's talk about these advanced Klaviyo email marketing flows you can add to make an extra $20,000 per month. Now, these are some advanced flows that can create a lot of revenue if done effectively, but of course you need to be mindful that results will vary based on the segment size. Again, this is all just variable based on your brand. I've just gathered all the data from my actual clients, and the total sum of this is around $20,000. First flow, pretty self-explanatory, a back in stock flow. So what is a back in stock flow? A back in stock flow is an automated email sequence triggered when a previously out of stock product becomes available again. And it's sent to customers who essentially tried to purchase a specific product when it was out of stock. They signed up to be notified when it returns, and they viewed or favorited the product during the out of stock period. So this is very good for clothing brands, for example, when they've got a lot of people looking for certain items that are out of stock. This will print for those brands. Purpose of this, again, pretty straightforward, is to capture demand that already exists and convert it as soon as possible by, of course, alerting customers who are ready to buy that product the moment the item is restocked. How it works, of course, customer tries to buy something out of stock. They then see a notify me button or pop-up, which they then sign up to with that email or SMS. Product is then restocked, the automation triggers, okay? Example flows, you can see a sort of an example flow here. Why it works, obviously people have already showed intent with this product, so it's just collecting that low-hanging fruit. And I've got some best practices here as well. So I'm not gonna go and read everything here because I've got a lot that I wanna get through quickly and just wanna drill this point across to you, but feel free to download this entire document in the description. Let's look at one of my client accounts. As you can see here, Bulldog Gear, we've got a back in stock trigger when the item, of course, comes back in stock. £2,700 in the last 30 days. Pretty simple. I'm not going to go through the technical setup. I've actually pretty much how this is set up here. Just Google it. It's a quick tutorial. We're not doing the technical aspect, but more just the psychology and purpose of these emails. All you need to understand is for this flow, we basically segmented people who are VIP customers versus non-VIP customers. For example, if you are a VIP customer, which means you've purchased a product from this brand 3 or more times, you get a subject line of VIP early access back in stock. Now, if I open this email up here, at the top it says back in stock. The wait is finally over. Make sure you don't miss out. Okay, so adding more scarcity to this product. Then we've got shop now at the top. Today is a good day. As a Bulldog Gear VIP, you get exclusive early access to the most in-demand products as soon as they arrived back in stock. You've only got a few hours before we tell everyone else, so don't miss out. And it's got the back in stock dynamic product block, and then of course a shop now button here. Ignore this. This is obviously where we've deleted the code and it's no longer in use. Again, nice simple footer with the code for free ship, and then we've got some, of course, Trustpilot stuff badges down here. Okay, for authority and social proof. Exact same on this segment here. This is just for people who are not VIP customers. We basically want to go open this up and make sure as well, little note, for VIP customers, they get access straight away, right? They get notified straight away before anyone who's not VIP. The people who are not VIP, they have to wait X amount of time. So for these guys, we've done it for 2 hours. So VIP customers really do get early access and first dibs. Now for this email here, simply put, subject line, back in stock, your wait is over. Pretty much the exact same email. Open this up. Exact same email, but no mentioning here of VIP. So the difference in performance here, VIP customers, £493. Of course, we've got a much higher placed order rate because, again, they're VIP customers, but also because these guys have got the highest intent, there's not going to be as many people in this segment. That's £500 basically from VIPs. Then we've got another £2,200 coming from the non-VIP list. That's the back in stock flow. Next flow to talk about is the replenishment flow. So this is a replenishment reminder, and now the purpose of this is it's an automated email sequence sent to customers to remind them to reorder a product before that product runs out of stock. So this is most common where products are on a consumable basis. For example, supplements, skincare guides, we've got pet food here, razors, coffee, anything that's consumable, and 9 times out of 10 is on like a 30-day cohort. What we do is we remind them that supply that they probably bought is going to run out of stock. Purpose here is obviously to prevent customers from forgetting to reorder, create a sense of convenience and care, increase customer lifetime value, and reduce churn for one-time buyers. How it works, you can see here the flow is triggered after X amount of days after they made a purchase, and you can see a flow here, example flow that you can potentially run for this, why it works, and then of course best practices. Just to cut it short, why it works is because you can catch people right before they need the product again. Let's actually open this up and show you one of my client accounts. Replenishment flow, as you can see here, last 30 days generated around $12,000 for this client. Let's open that up. Essentially, when someone's placed an order, what you want to do is wait X amount of time. For this brand, we've done 31 days, and the email is pretty simple and straightforward. What we do is we say subject line, running low, short, simple, straight to the point. Preview text goes hand in hand, almost like a companion for that subject line. Let's make sure you are stocked up. Now, if we open this up, this brand, for context, they sell like tobacco-based products, cigarettes, at a cheaper rate, more value for money essentially, right? So we say, is it time for a refill? Shop now, nice simple call to action. Been a while since you bought your goods from us and we're just wondering if you still got some left. There's nothing worse than going out for a smoke and realizing you've got none left. So what we're doing here, really big pain point. Imagine how it'd feel to go outside. If you're addicted to cigarettes and you've got no cigarettes, you'd probably be a bit irritated. Main thing here is we're painting a picture in their mind, so it makes them take urgency because they can see, yeah, I probably wouldn't want to go through that. Next sort of USP/pain point, and let's be real, no one wants to pay convenience store prices. Shop now. Pretty much that is it. Pretty straightforward. Then we have why native smokes for less. Quality with every puff. Only the finest selections make it to our store. Tailored for your lifestyle. Smokeless, flavorful, and discreet options for modern users. And then we also have unbeatable prices. So 3 key USPs, and remind them why they purchased from us. That alone printed $12,000. Pretty good, to be honest with you. 6% click rate. 4% placed order rate. Let's move on to the next sort of 3 flows. I wanted to incorporate this all into one section because it's for a subscription-based brand. This is for one of our subscription-based clients, essentially. So what we've got is a cross-sell flow. What a cross-sell flow is basically having an automated email sequence that recommends complementary products after a customer has made that purchase. The goal here is obviously to increase the average order value and introduce customers to other products that they might like next. Now, the purpose, we've already gone through that, is to increase lifetime value and introduce related products, but also reduce buyer's remorse by showing them what goes with their purchase. It's almost like product stacking, right? If I said there's a supplement that's going to boost your testosterone, but you need these other 2 supplements in your stack to get the most optimal amount of testosterone, chances are if you're on a buyer's high and you're aiming to get the highest testosterone possible, you're going to want to buy these complementary products. And that's why this works so effectively. Now, example trigger, pretty straightforward. A customer's going to purchase a specific product. You could then send an email 3 days later and say, recommend product B, which complements product A. Pretty much what I've just gone through essentially there in terms of making that stack. I've got an example flow and best practices as well. Let's open that up and show you what this looks like in one of my clients' accounts. Cool. So cross-sell flow, as you can see here, generating around $1,400 in the last 30 days. Now, let's open this up. The trigger at the top, obviously somebody's placed an order, wait set amount of time, then of course include the products you do want to have that they've purchased or the product that they haven't purchased. Again, the split's going to be dependent on what you actually want to be the complementary products with what they bought, right? Then we've got email number 1 here. So let's open that up. For context, this brand sells blends of adaptogens, mushrooms for better focus, better well-being, better productivity, that type of stuff. So what we've put here at the top, supercharge your ritual, and then we've got a call to action as well. Hey name, you're already doing something amazing for your mind and body with the life-enhancing blend. So that's product A that we're speaking about. But what if you could take those benefits to the next level? That's where grass-fed colostrum and Himalayan shilajit come in. Think of these as the ultimate sidekicks to your morning blend. Introducing these new complementary products. What do they actually do and how do they make a wellness routine so powerful? Well, you'll see the difference in every part of your day. We've grass-fed colostrum because it helps with all these benefits you see here. Call to action for shop colostrum. Then we've also got the Himalayan shilajit, which has got all these other benefits here as well. Nice simple call to action for that product. What happens when they join forces? Adding these 2 to your alchemy routine is like giving your body the backup team it's been waiting for. They work together with the life-enhancing blend to create a wellness stack that's nothing short of unstoppable. So that's the entire stack. Now, what we do is they don't purchase from there. We wait a day and then we just focus on maybe just one product, all right? So just go easy on them. Open this up. You'll see the main focus of this email is the perfect pair for next level wellness. So rather than talking about the stack as a whole, we just focus on shopping colostrum. Hey name, you've experienced the transformative power of the life enhancing blend, but what if it could get even better? When paired with the colostrum, your morning routine becomes a powerful wellness ritual, right? Here's why it's the perfect combination. Again, benefit A, benefit B, benefit C, C and benefit D. Really just trying to get them to basically buy the duo. Then we wait a day. If they didn't buy from that one, maybe they just want the Shilajit. So let's open that up. You can see where we're going with this, right? The ultimate ancient food. Unlock ancient power. There's something extraordinary about connecting with the remedies that have stood the test of time. So now we're giving a bit of a storytelling, educational email with this as well. What makes it so special? Here's why it's so special. It's got all these 84 essential minerals, antioxidants, etc., etc. Here's how it works in harmony with our life-enhancing blend. Again, painting the picture as the perfect duo with that complementary product for product A, and then of course call to action at the bottom. Nice USPs, really well designed email. Next flow is the failed payment subscription renewal flow. What this is basically a transactional / recovery flow triggered when a customer's subscription renewal fails due to a declined card, expired payment method, or billing error. Purpose, pretty self-explanatory, is to recover any revenue from failed renewals, prevent unintentional subscription cancellations, and of course maintain customer experience and trust, right? It's triggered pretty much when they failed to get billed for their subscription. Example flow here, best practices here. Let's actually go ahead and look at this flow. Failed payment generated $2,400. Open this up. For this, we want to be a bit more formal, a bit more serious. Email number one, simply just straight to the point. We couldn't process your payment. Hey name, it looks like your recent payment didn't go through. No worries, these things happen. We are here to help you get everything sorted quickly so there's no interruption in your alchemy experience. Take a moment to update your payment details. Pretty much update my info here. If you have any questions or need assistance, we're just an email away. That generated $387. If they don't go ahead and take action on the first email, wait one day, send out the second email, which is as follows. Again, keeping it plain text, keeping it simple and formal for these more serious matters. If subscriptions or billing, stuff like that, if it fails, you want to keep it more serious. Hey, name, we noticed your payment didn't go through and didn't want you to miss out on all the benefits your alchemy blend brings to your day. Here's what's waiting for you. Again, remind them of the benefits as to why they've even bought that product as well. Bump their memory and then just say, don't let this pause interrupt the momentum you've built into your wellness journey. Click below to update your payment details and keep your routine running smoothly. That generated $1,100. You've got to think the lifetime value here as well. Some of these customers will update their subscription. Maybe they get a new card, they update it to that different card. Lifetime value of that is obviously not been accounted for. This is just for that first time reactivation purchase. Then we wait a day and send out email number 3. Don't miss out. Let's get this resolved in the subject line. Open this up. Hey name, this is your last reminder to resolve your payment issue so we can get your alchemy blends to you. Your wellness journey is too important to hit pause. Let's get this sorted so you don't miss out. Update your payment details now. And keyword here, we put fix my payment now, not update info. Fix it because it's broken. A lot of people don't like leaving stuff when it's broken, right? We want to fix stuff. We want to solve problems. Another psychological tactic here. Cool. So that was the failed payment flow. Last flow to go through is a subscription upsell flow. So what is it? It's essentially an automated email flow designed to encourage active subscribers to upgrade their plan, add more products to their subscription, or switch to a higher tier bundle. Purpose, obviously increase your monthly recurring revenue, improve customer value by offering more relevant solutions to their problems, boost convenience and loyalty by giving customers more of what they want. When to trigger? After 2+ successful renewals, as this shows satisfaction. I would argue you could even do it after just one, something to split test perhaps. You can also go ahead and do usage-based signals. So if they're reordering early, you can send out this as a trigger. You could also do it right after checkout as well, whilst that buy is high. Example flow here, best practices here. Let's take a look in the account. Post-purchase subscription upsell. This has done $1,400 in the last 30 days. Open that up. Okay, so obviously someone's placed order for that subscription. 20 days is the wait time. Then we've got a trigger split here. Again, this is going to be tailored to specific products or specific subscriptions even. Then what we do is email number 1, your wellness delivered always. Open this up. All your essentials straight to your door. Subscribe now. This is more talking about the convenience of having this as a subscription. Now, how we frame this is say, hey name, we've all been there. You're loving your routine, feeling great. And then you run out of the blend that's been making it all happen. That's why we created the Alchemy subscription to keep your wellness journey running smoothly with no interruptions. Here's what you get. You get the life enhancing blend in the subscription. You get a free kit worth $120 and you also get free shipping. Okay, so we cover the cost so you don't have to. 3 big killer USPs for this email. With our monthly subscription, feeling your best is easier than ever. Your favorite blend will be delivered straight to your door right when you need them the most. This is your moment to recommit to your wellness and rediscover the unstoppable version of yourself. Subscribe now. Let's make this next chapter your strongest yet. And then we've got some nice benefits at the bottom as well. That's email number 1. If I open that up, that generated $300. Then we wait a day if they didn't enjoy that email or didn't convert from that email even. Email number 2, question here for the subject line, the secret to lasting wellness. After that, it just literally says consistency. Open that up. Let's have a look at this email, shall we? So this email, consistency equals transformation. Subscribe now, clear call to action at the top. We've got the blend in the middle, and we've also got the different ingredients as well to show all these different powerful superfoods inside that blend. Really unique. Hey name, when it comes to wellness, it's all about the long-term game. A single scoop of our life-enhancing blend is powerful, but it's the consistency that unlocks the real magic. Then we just say why, and then obviously just say the longer you use them, the more powerful the benefits become. But also, here's what happens when you stick to it. Here's what happens when you stick to the plan. And we actually show the map ahead. This sort of shows them where they could be in 2 months' time. Really gets them to paint a picture of the journey ahead and make this an actual ritual so they keep coming back to this product again and again. It really helps with lifetime value. Then, of course, we've got with every scoop, you are building a foundation for a stronger, more resilient you. And with our subscription, consistency becomes effortless. By committing to your healthy daily, you are giving your body and your mind what they need to operate at their absolute best, not just today, but for the long haul. Here's to creating a new, healthier rhythm. You deserve it. Subscribe now. That generated $355. Then we waited a day and basically sent out this final email in this flow. It's time to commit to your best self. So getting them to take more action, being a bit more serious with them. Open this up and it says in the headline, a better you every single day. Let's do this. Hey name, life gets busy and sometimes wellness takes a back seat. That's why we designed our subscription to make it easy for you to stay consistent and feel amazing every single day. When you subscribe, you are not just committing to feeling your best, you are making wellness simple, seamless, and stress-free. Here's what you get. So we've actually showed what's included in this subscription. Discounted shipping, we cover 50% of the cost, so your essentials get to you for less. Here's some reviews and testimonials from our community. And then, of course, this is your chance to make wellness a daily ritual and take the next step towards the life you deserve. You've got this. Let's make it easy. Let's do this. So more motivational, very impactful, really good email. That generated $755. Cool. So if you're ready to add these to your brand, each of these flows has helped our clients across the board unlock an additional 20K extra per month in revenue all through Klaviyo. If you want these implemented in your account with the same level of strategy, segmentation, copy, and optimization, click the first link in the description to book a free strategy call. There you have it, the advanced flows that could be generating an extra $20,000 per month for your brand on autopilot. You've seen exactly why these flows work, the real results they've driven for our clients, and how to set them up. But here's the thing, implementing these flows takes time, attention to detail, and expertise. One small mistake could be the difference between a flow that generates thousands and one that barely performs. So if you want to skip the trial and error and have these flows professionally set up into your Klaviyo account, click the first link in the description and book your free strategy call with my team. We'll analyze your current setup, identify your biggest revenue opportunities, and show you exactly how we can implement these advanced flows to start generating revenue as quickly as possible. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.